Hi there, friends. How's your summer going? I managed to sneak a few minutes so that I could do this video, which I'm excited about because this is a deck that I saw on Instagram. I haven't seen it around a lot. I haven't seen any walkthroughs yet, but I also have been super busy doing the grad school thing for the next couple weeks. But I am in love with this deck. I think it's so great in so many ways. This is the Marshmallow Marseille by Wandering Oracle. I've been using it, so this is the deck I've been carrying around in my backpack, so the box has gotten kind of beaten up. But I adore the heck out of this deck. This won't be too long, because it's a pretty straightforward thing. It's a Marseille deck, but the art is adorable. So let me zoom in. Boop. How does that look? Not bad. So that's the back. So here's the thing. I thought this deck was going to be really kind of like twee or cloying. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, I really like it. I think it's a great all-purpose reader. It is cute, but I don't find it sort of like overly, I don't find it overly cute. Aside from the little marshmallow in the center of the card, but that's the card back. But I think it's really cute. It's got a great size. It's it's playing card size, and how's the light? It's good. So it's pretty straight up Marseille. It's just been redrawn and sort of colored in this sort of modern soft palette, which I think is really easy on the eyes, and it reads really well. In fact, I just did a reading with it, so I thought I would just flip through really quick, and if you haven't gotten your hands on this yet, you can, and I'll put the link to Wandering Oracle below. They have a couple Lenormand decks. I think this is their first tarot, or it's certainly their first drawn tarot that they've made. So there's the Fool, the Magician, the Papist. So again, you can see it's pretty straightforward Marseille, but Marseille, but I don't know. I like it a lot, enough for it to be the one that I'm carrying around with me everywhere. It's got that hand-drawn, sort of handmade, old-fashioned color. The coloring is very sort of like what you see in, Marseille decks that are reprints, but it's obviously modern, and it's not woodblock. So if you're sort of turned off by woodblock, this is definitely pen and ink. So there's the Chariot. Nothing in it is sort of revolutionary, in terms of its depictions. I guess that's true. The Wheel of Fortune is sort of different. Anyone who watches my channel knows that I hate most Wheel of Fortune cards, but I actually kind of like this one. So it's got that sort of ease of it, the kind of, I'm trying to choose my words carefully because a lot of the words I'm reaching for traditionally have kind of negative connotations. It's got sort of a primitive quality, but I don't mean that in a bad way. It's sort of, it's winking at the art style of Marseille decks, in sort of a modern drawing of it with similar printing qualities. There are a lot of pinks in this deck. If sort of pink is a turnoff for you, then you may not like it. Although I have to say that I don't find it, I'm sort of allergic to cloying, twee, sort of things, and this I don't think is that. Star. I really like this Moon card really a lot. And Moon cards are another one that I'm sort of hit or miss about. So I'll go quickly through the pips. Just they're Marseille, so you know what they're going to look like. But again, the coloring is sort of really nice, and there's all the arabesques that you expect from Marseille. If you're a purist, and the color associations mean something to you, then obviously this is not going to work for you. Because the colors of, sort of the Jean Noblet, for example, or the Flournoy, not the Flournoy, the Conver, are not faithfully recreated here. So if that's something that matters to you, then this isn't going to work. But if you're just sort of not interested in that, then I think this is a good option. It's a self-published deck. I believe that it's printed by a printer and sent to you. If I remember correctly, it came to me from the printer, but I can't remember. It did take a few days to ship because of that, but you know, it was worth the wait. So here we are on the suit of cups. I just find this a real winner. I think it's $40, which is a lot, you know, for a deck this size, but not uncommon for self-published decks. Here we are on the swords. There's something charmingly sort of wonky about the the swords. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like the rhythms of the curves are not perfect, which I kind of like. You know, I've talked about this before. Like super digitized decks they don't always, but they can turn me off. There's something nice about seeing the artist's hand. I don't know the artist's name who drew these. It's not on the box anywhere. Maybe on the website, but I don't remember. Yeah, it just says copyright Wandering Oracle Press. Whoops. Sorry about that. Thought I was going to get through without doing that, didn't you? So here we are in that was the swords, this is the coins. So, I mean, this isn't for purists, Marseille purists, but as we've all talked about, I'm not a purist. I am definitely of the reform school, I guess. A reform school. So yeah, that's the Marshmallow Marseille. It shuffles really well. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty traditional cardstock. Overhand shuffles really nicely. I should probably zoom out for this part. Boop. It riffle shuffles really well, or at least it does when you don't have a tripod between your arms. And despite the fact that it's, you know, it is on the cute side of things, again, I don't find it overly, but it reads, you know, it reads as well as any other Marseille deck, and I really kind of enjoy reaching for it. So, there you go. That's the Marshmallow Marseille. Link below if you want it. I suggest that you just run out and get it. Hopefully I'll have time to make another video soon, but things get busier as I go through the 6 weeks of school, so may not. But if not, I'll see you in August. Be well.